goodness. Welcome back to my Rebirth to Repentance stream. Um, I'm EQ. Just wanted to take some time to kind of, just kind of build this channel up a little bit. This is my third stream today, just kind of working out all the kinks and stuff, and also trying to get a little further on the Repentance build. I think after I adjusted the gain on my interface, I was able to get a little further, or I was able to get a better audio out of my voice, that kind of thing. I am not the best orator, so please forgive me there. But yeah, no, I just want to be able to stream a little bit, hang out with everybody, and just let me know what you think of the channel, that kind of thing. And if there's anything you'd like to see, maybe different games, maybe other challenges on Isaac, we'll see what we can do. Alright, so let's try something a little easier. So I'm going to kind of do a little cheat and go with Azazel. He typically is a smoother character. Alright, so I got a PS4 controller that I use. And one of the things is, I thought I had a good USB cable that didn't cause problems. That guy was trucking it. I believe, yeah, the butt penny is going to release a gas cloud every time you pick up a penny. Take some meat and we'll just go on. This should be a smooth run, depending on whether I do something dumb or not. I know when I first started playing Rebirth, I was a huge fan of Azazel. I mean, it's not only that you start off with Brimstone, but flying really just kind of puts you in a good position to be super maneuverable and that kind of thing. So it's definitely a character that if the game seems a little challenging to you, it can kind of take the edge off. But there are some things that you got to pay attention to, because distance is a big part of how you form a strategy. And if you get too accustomed to working with Azazel, then you're going to find a headache when you need to keep distance from specific enemies, that kind of thing. I will say there are some times where I almost forget where I get some of the pickups that I get, and I kind of don't even remember where I got Juicy Sack. Go with that. I kind of forget what the Rusty Key does. I guess we can go up in the store and see what it's got. I got 20 cents now, so it does seem like it could be. My main concern earlier in the game is just really working those donation machines up, because it's really gonna put me in a better position with my shop. It kind of sucks that it didn't have a bomb, but alright, so that's the nice thing with Azazel. It's a lot easier to not take damage. And if you don't feel like the little boss battle rooms are worth it, which the thing that you get in the beginning of those rooms, I would say, is usually a lot better than anything you might get after fighting them. So things like the full card are super nice to have when you go into those rooms. I would like BOGO bombs. Right now, don't really seem like a thing. Yep. Yeah, I also miss on, like, Afterbirth, a lot of the little Isaac bodies of the enemies. If they're gonna shoot projectiles from them, they bleed. So it's obvious that they are. I tell you what, one of my favorite combinations on this game is Gnawed Leaf with Revenge Fly. That's just, it's everything right there for you, you know, like, because you can just basically take one hit and just chill. There were some of the harder characters on Repentance that's kind of how I dealt with some of their unlocks. I think there was a beast kill that I did with I don't remember if it was an orbital and Gnawed Leaf, or if it was just, I want to say it was an orbital, because I think it took so long. Like, I just left the room and, like, came back, and I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of, like, it probably took like 30 minutes or something. Okay, you can't do that yet. I don't remember when you can start blowing up the angel statues in order to get the key pieces to unlock Mega Satan, but yeah, I'm good. It's probably going to be a while before I'm going to entertain the boss battle rooms. They're a lot more lucrative in some of the later versions of Binding of Isaac. I keep forgetting that I have Mom's pad. But that's the nice thing, is there's certain things that you just don't need when you got Azazel. One thing I do remember, I think it was with Repentance. It could have been Afterbirth, but it seemed like there was like a little bit of an issue with the charge. and I want to say it was Repentance, like Azazel's charge. It just took like a second or two longer. Raw liver. I don't know if it's because I hold the button charged sometimes, but I think because of that, I end up losing the intro scene. And for the ones that I forget who the hell they are, like Fatty, I remember him. Yeah, see, I don't remember what I have to unlock to get that, but it's more stuff to remember. See, I figured I'd do one. I probably picked the worst one to do because as you go further in the game, some of these things are going to be more difficult with more difficult enemies. And those guys aren't the worst, but they have moments where they can play hide and seek pretty well. You gotta love having flight where you can just stay off of the normal grid so that they can't detect you. Oh, this guy. That's a good card. I might hold on to that. That might kind of help ensure a victory. I will say, even with flight, jump can do like kind of amazing things. I'm not versed in it enough to utilize it as well. I just wanted to pick it up to touch it. They count for your overall completion of the game. I meant, like, see, that's another feature is like in the later versions, they tend to drop eternal hearts, the white hearts that give you an extra heart container when you go to the next floor. If I get 15 cents, I'll come back and try to get the piggy bank, but that was stupidity on my part. I still can't believe I died with a good brimstone shot. That hurts me a lot on that last run. I was trying my damnedest, but no. Because, like, I'm looking at the damage go down, and if it weren't for the revenge fly, I'd probably be, like, really slowly eking him down. I'm going to try not to hold my charge button or the trigger button every time I go to a lot of these cutscenes for everybody. Yeah, understanding like distance plays like that can really help you out when you're coming through the game. Yeah. Take it. I think Shoop de Whoop is pretty good. You know, I used to not be a big fan of it, but really seeing what some of the other YouTubers were doing with that, it really became like a better mechanic. Now, it does think that it's not even that big of a deal, but Shoop is one of those where I think I'd just work with it better if I had a one room cooldown. And they're asking, you shall receive. That's what I'm going to say to that. So the 9 volt's going to give you a default 1 charge after you use it. Like so, I use it, I get 1, and then clearing the room gives me the 2nd charge. So I didn't have to use my regular brimstone shot there. I could have done something different. I do miss these iframes though, because later games they fix that. Now the what's it called? The wiggly worm, wiggly worm. But yeah, these iframes they really set you up to. Fine. You want to play? You want to play? Let's play. You know what? I'm gonna take the wiggle worm. I still keep not thinking about my. I guess I just feel like Shoop doesn't have the same damage that your actual tears do. So it's one of those things that it's like, there we go. Oh, there we go. We got hit twice, but that's okay because my fly is going to save me. I think I'm gonna take the devil because if I go in here, let's do it. So we got another. Now, one thing I remember about Rebirth is you don't like every round of boss rush doesn't count as like a charge. And if I feel like I'm getting hit too hard, I'll probably just joke her out of here. Alright guys, y'all need to give me some help. I swear that thing gave me damage or hit me after I moved away. Oh man. See, that's the bad thing about Azazel. It's real easy to make clumsy up close movements, and they really will hit you so hard. Yeah, my movement speed isn't. It's kind of a joke for this kind of thing. It'd be super nice if all these enemies would start dropping hearts for me. Monster 2 was the one I was more worried about. Gish, he causes problems sometimes, but it's really more of a I'm flustered, so this is what's happening. Where you at, Finn? You just want to stay like I don't. I think it's about where his head's at. There's like a crosshair that suggests like, hey, this is Pin. You know, see, the Mask of Infamy is one of those that runs over the spikes. Even though he's floating, they treat him like he's on it. All right, let's get rid of War. He's right there in front of me. Oh yay! Death. I'm getting too crazy with it, y'all. I felt confident with an Azazel run. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna kill it. All this kind of stuff. And look, I need to just tighten up. I have no idea what actually hit me there. You gotta love first floor golden keys because they're probably not gonna do anything for you. And then we get 99 bombs. Lemon Party. Yeah, I do miss some of those audio cues from the later Isaac games. I did think about going straight to Repentance and then trying to do just a fresh start from there. But since I hadn't really I really hadn't gotten comfortable with Isaac on PC in general, it was just one of those things I really wanted to try like this. Yeah, and that's kind of a bad play. Like, I'm kind of playing crappy all over the place because, like, with some of those enemies that have, like, attacks based on you being close or far, like Gluttony, and me just kind of running up there, like, saying, like, I got you, buddy. It can easily blow up in my face in a way that's pretty terrible, you know, to say the least. Oh, thank goodness it gave me something to that effect because I was not going to be happy if... Let's see what kind of coins I can get first. And now I'm kind of bummed out because I feel like There's no way I'm gonna get another key. Let's see. Yes. Well, as it stands, I don't necessarily need another key. Cancer allows you to get a shield. No, I kind of said that wrong. I believe cancer allows you to take half damage, which is really only applicable. I don't want to say it's only applicable in later game, but outside of some of the rare occasions that cause you to take a full heart of damage. It really doesn't do a lot for you. Well, this is a good one. I'm gonna do this a little backwards because I don't remember how this. Yep. And then you forget everything. So on later versions of Isaac, the hearts change to what you need them. So like, if you run out of red hearts, they'll take. You'll be able to sacrifice soul hearts, but in Rebirth, you gotta have it. This ain't terrible, especially since Azazel is a big thing that zipping around like a chicken with his head cut off. I will say this, I'm starting to feel hunger. I really don't know what's making me want to go over this way, but maybe it's the hunger. Hungry. Why? Wait. Yeah, that was my fault. Oh, yay. What's the weather like? Where all of y'all are at? It's getting chilly here. I don't know if I actually hit that barrel. I mean, I'm assuming I did, but it really looked like I didn't. But I think I kind of like kissed it with my brimstone. Kissed it with my brimstone. That'd be some funny stuff. That'd be a funny song, right? Kiss it with my brimstone. Kiss it with my brimstone. The new dirty R&B hit. Why don't you kiss it with your brimstone? See what? Halo of Flies is really helping me out. I guess that's where we're at. Alright. Right now, BBF is not, it's one of the better items that I left in the shop. It would have helped out based on Halo of Flies. It would have made those projectiles bigger, or the orbitals. but I'm more concerned with keeping money in the bank. I really thought I was far away enough. Good thing about having so many bombs is you don't even care to check to see if, like, if you have like one, you'll walk back and forth between 2 or 3 rooms just to make sure that you're not about to waste a bomb. But when you got 96, 97, at least my keys are coming back. I'm gonna keep the poison. Check here. I'm not even dealing with that. That kind of didn't piss me off exactly, but I did feel a little slighted. The one way that, it's not that I didn't want to go this way, it was more of I was committed everywhere else. Well, I think it's gonna kill my fears, but not too bad. A little bit though. But this should like really unload on all these enemies. Yeah, it does take a second longer to get these shots off, so alright. There you go. Merry Christmas. Yep. Alright, everything's working against me. I did what I said I wasn't going to do in one of the last streams, and that's hit pills before the room's cleared, if you don't know them. Man, they are eating me up. Oh boy. Mega fatty. Got some HP at least. Let's go on down. Alright, so I'm going to try to make a better habit of not pushing these buttons so that we can always see these like little clip scenes. Because some of them are funny, and I imagine some of the viewers are going to enjoy these. So there's that. For those of you that are Breaking Bad fans, I just yesterday finished Better Call Saul. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm probably not gonna. I mean, depending on how everything goes, I probably won't disclose like details of anything that I've seen, even if it's like 30 years old or something. I know that Better Call Saul is not anywhere near 30 years old, but It's been out, I think, for a little while. I don't know when the last season finished, but you know, I try not to spoil anything. Um, it almost makes me feel great that I got rid of social media based on the fact of spoilers. Um, for those of you that had experienced anything like this, um, Deathly Hallows Part 1 movie, since I didn't read the book, I don't know how I didn't miss that, or I don't know how that missed me, but since I didn't read the book, you know, I'm coming into it fresh, and somebody ruined that movie for me. So it's one of those things that I do try to take very seriously. I didn't even notice the shadow from the halo of flies before. That's crazy. I guess I've always been so far away from my TV that it just didn't even matter. You know, like you couldn't see those things. There was a point when I was playing Isaac so much, I felt like, because I think this is something that you got to get used to with the game. A lot of times you'll feel like you're never watching the character you're playing. Instead, you're like looking away from him and just trying to gauge everything off of that. Wow, that's crazy seeing money as power like that, because it don't look rough per se, but it looks a little edgier, like as far as the artwork's concerned. I tell you what, I could go for a burger today. I'm a pretty simple person. Love hamburgers, stuff like that. Not necessarily all I eat, but I do love a good hamburger. There's a YouTuber that I follow that plays Isaac, and he was talking about specific foods and stuff like that. And one of them that got brought up was blue cheese. And I'm not the fan of every food. I love some good food, that kind of thing. But at the same time, you know, I think most everybody would enjoy some blue cheese if they know how to calm down the ratio of blue cheese. And what I'm specifically referring to is the blue part, the mold. Because if you know how much of that you can tolerate, then you kind of know like what bitterness you're going to accept and just kind of be okay with what it is, because it really adds for a nice, like, I don't know if I can use this term to describe this, but it's almost like a counterpoint, like, you know, something like a tension and release kind of deal. That's what I'm talking about, real damage. Die. As I get more comfortable on stream, I don't know if I would call them sound effects, but I just make sounds, alright? Like, you know, I just make sounds. You know, sometimes it's just regular stuff like singing, almost like that. Thinking on that, I remember when I almost moved to the capital of my state, and I was working out in the capital during that time, and this was back when I still used Facebook and stuff like that, and using the Facebook Messenger. I remember I'd be sending audios to one of my best friends, just, you know, like how crappy traffic was and stuff like that. Oh man, So, yeah, I don't know what you would call me, but I am someone who is, I don't even know. You know, this sounds great, but this, I don't remember how this works. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, no, I got pinky, so, yeah, this really don't do anything on here. I slipped because it made me freak out. But as long as yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I got plenty of damage. I knew Chad was gonna do that crap. I don't know if that bomb fly is still hanging around. Not to be stale, but I remember the other day at work we were talking about like favorite Thanksgiving dishes, and I know I'd said something about the sweet potato souffle with a pecan topping. I'm also a big fan of macaroni and cheese, that kind of thing, and like, you know, with just like basically a cup of milk and maybe like a cup of cheese. I think it's a 1-to-1. Oh man, that feels so good when you just instantly nuke bloat. Yeah, I got messed up by death. There we go. Why is everybody? I think I'm at least taking half damage, so that might be what's saving me. The nail. Good stuff. I will take that all day. I deserve that. It's been getting messed up. Okay, I'm good on health. Thank goodness. It seems like on Rebirth they don't split the same either. Yep, and I knew he'd be there. Thank goodness I got like plenty of just raw damage. This run really makes you feel like when you don't have something, you won't see it, and if you have something, like I've been seeing plenty of bombs. Play the waiting game. Oof. All right. See what we got. We got cricket head. I have no guppy items. I kind of knew that was gonna happen. I think because I'm so low health, I'm just gonna push on through. Like, this should be it. Now, if I qualify for a devil deal, I'll be able to go straight into shoal. But it's not that I really want to, but I hate not doing it if I got the opportunity. This could give me HP. And it could kill me. If he were to have spawned a bomb, like one that would have hit me, like a troll bomb, doing that would have been if I seen the opportunity, I could have pushed it away. No, it's screwed. Sometimes you wonder why do you even bother picking up all the change, depending on the... Woo. You know, sometimes you forget that you just hit the thing. This little SOB. I'm thinking that didn't like hit for real, because that should have just killed her. That's it, man. So, second win of the Rebirth to Repentance series. Thank you everybody for enjoying the live stream. It'll be posted, if you didn't join in on the live stream, it will be posted a little bit later. I don't even remember this. Yeah, that's crazy. But hope you're enjoying. Like I said, leave me a like, subscribe please. And leave me a comment. Let me know what I can change, what I can do, you know, just anything. Well, alright everybody, EQ out. I look forward to seeing y'all later.